This is part 2 of why you should not be a glorified company driver. And what I was just naming off and stuff was why, these things that make up your bottom line and stuff is that you see these things and stuff like that, but at the same time and stuff, you don't actually see what goes on behind the scene or what makes the load. And because you're not able to pick and choose things and stuff for yourself, you're not coming to the chopping block the same as they are and stuff. They might find a load and stuff and they saying, well, it picks up here and goes there and stuff. And the best that they can say is that, well, listen, I know this load isn't what you want, but let's go ahead and get this done and stuff. And I'll see if I can help you out on the other end and stuff. Like I said, that's just a hustle that people use and stuff, because again, you don't know what's laying on the other side and stuff. It could be something over there. It might not. They may even present you with the fact that there is a load of stuff over there. But again, because of you not being able to physically see what's over there and not get involved in the business process of what makes a load, you got to go based on their merit just to get over there. And they'll tell you, well, hey, hey, I know we were supposed to do this and stuff, but then the load council and stuff. So just sit tight and I'll see if I can find you something else. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to you actually seeing what's over there and stuff, and you can see, oh, well, hey, something is over there and stuff. Let's go ahead and accommodate that and keep it moving. Or, no, I don't see anything over there and stuff, so there's no point in me even trying to do this run. When you're a glorified company driver, you're not in that process of and stuff of seeing what makes a load a load. It's, well, you just sitting back and wait for your computer to go off and stuff. And, excuse me. If that load is they might have a load, they might not. So, again, just don't put yourself in that position. You see, the whole perspective of becoming an own operator and stuff is so that you get a complete and total understanding about what it is that you're doing. I want to inquire about business. I want to learn the bottom lines and stuff, the same thing as, the carrier. Because, you have some carriers and stuff that say, well, hey, go for what you know and stuff. We got everything set up. And we're just going to take a percentage off the load and stuff, So that's why I say this is where, if you're not inquiring about getting your own authority and stuff, and you want to lease on and stuff and get an understanding and the perspectives about business, that's where you need to be aiming towards. That way you have, I'm not going to say complete autonomy over what you do, but you'll have enough of it to where, you can pick and choose freight and stuff based upon the specifications of what you want. You're not going to be sitting there, if you run that heavy load and stuff, then that's the sound decision that you made, or if you don't want to bother with it again, that's a sound decision that you made. You don't even have to inquire and waste any time. You don't have to waste your time or their time. Like I said, it's just, you have these you just have these arguments and these discussions and stuff again with dispatchers who, again, they're not, they're hired for not for business purposes and stuff, understand the business purpose. They're just communication pieces between the carrier and then you, the driver. They're just relaying the message. Hey, they got this load here and stuff because they got said contracts and stuff, and this is where they want you to go. They want you to pick this load up here and stuff. And I'm just relaying the message to you and stuff to make sure that, the message and stuff is received and that you're going over here and you're picking up this load and going where and take it where it has to go. Going back to when you was a company driver, it was the same way. Or those of you that are company drivers, is that, there are just things and stuff that's not, that's put out there, but it's overemphasized. And because of you not having an understanding about how business works, you go to them, you say, well, I'm not satisfied with where I run and stuff like that, or how I do things. They'll try to do what they can and stuff, if it's in the sake of doing business. But for most part, man, they're hiring you to drive the truck. So it's not about, your input and stuff is really not warranted. It's just, hey, pick this load up, take it where it has to go and stuff, and so on and so forth. Now, when you become an own operator, then that changes up and stuff. It's like, guys may have contracts and stuff like that, and you sit down, you talk to them and stuff and say, hey, You know, I was inquiring about this load and stuff right here. I see you had this on the regular and stuff. You know, hey, look, let's set something up so that I can, you know, you have a consistency on it. I'm a carrier. You know, I'm a driver and stuff. I got my equipment. You know, everything meets up to the specifications. Let's do business. You know, let's do business on the regular. You know, your loads come out on such and such day and stuff. So, you know, I'll take this, go over here and stuff, and then I'll back haul with something else. So they may say, well, you know what, hey, because you're doing this, I got another person on the other end that can get you back down here and stuff. And, you know, we'll do it that way. You see, that's a business partner right there, because they're looking at their bottom line, but they're also including you and stuff. And then, you know, you're saying, well, okay, you got your input into as well and stuff, and say, well, you know, this may work for me. This will work for me and stuff. You know, you may have to raise up the rates and stuff on this, or, you know, you pick up times and stuff, or let's see what else and stuff that you have. You know, when you're able to make those decisions and stuff right there, you're not a glorified company driver. But when you're a glorified company driver, then again, you're just sitting back and waiting for your computer and stuff to go off. You say, well, okay, you have this load here. You know, you may have even put you may even put it out there and stuff. Hey, listen, I'm trying to go home this weekend. But the load and stuff that comes through, they tell you, well, hey, you know, you're close, you know, when, you know, the load comes out, you know, you're close by and stuff like that. They'll tell you, hey, listen, just go pick the load up and, you know, bring it to a terminal or something like that. We'll get it repowered, or just go ahead and run it. We'll get you something on the other side to get you home. But right now, there's nothing coming out that can get you home. But because you being a glorified company driver, you can't see anything. You know, you can't see, well, you know, hey, there actually are freight. There actually are loads and stuff that's there that can get you home and stuff. But then they may not be paying as much as this said load of stuff that they're offering you. You know, so, you know, you're in that disposition there and stuff. You know, you're not able to come to the table when they're offering you a load and stuff. This load right here might be picking up on a Monday and delivering on a Wednesday and stuff, and it might be paying this price right here. Whereas opposed to you find a load, it's picking up on Monday, delivering Tuesday, and then you find one Tuesday for Wednesday, and then you come to the chopping block, they're saying, well, this load is paying this amount right here. But I have this load, but, you know, you being able to make decisions for yourself, you coming and saying, well, hey, I have this load right here, but I also have this load right here and stuff, and together, you know, I'm doing less. I might be doing a little bit more miles and stuff, but it's saying I'm making better revenue than your load there and stuff, as opposed to taking your load and then having to sit. So what decision do you go with? The one that's going to make more money, because they're saying, well, okay, you got two loads and stuff versus this one load right here. So our revenue and stuff, you know, we're still going to make our money. You're making your money in term and stuff like that. So there's no point in trying to go with my plan. Let's go with your plan. You know, you're able to come to the table with something that counter offers something that's being offered to you. But as a glorified company driver, you're just not able to do that. So, you know, just don't put yourself in that position just because, you know, this carrier might have loads and stuff that's coming out of here and stuff. And there might be a consistency and stuff, so on and so forth. But, you know, the reality is and stuff is that it's not consistent. It may look consistent, but, you know, when things slow down, or they may take you out a certain area and stuff like that, and they might require you to have to do something that you might not want to do, because you may have other things and stuff that you're trying to do. But, you know, and that's where the argument and stuff comes in and stuff. You know, they're not respecting you and your decision and stuff. You know, it's like, well, hey, he don't want to do it and stuff. Fine. You know, we just move on to the next person and stuff like that. You know, you making the phone calls. Hey, have you found anything? Yeah, no, there's nothing really cracking off here and stuff. You know, when the reality is that, hey, I'm not going to waste my time looking for no freight for you and stuff, because you didn't run that load and stuff that we had set up. So, you know, if another one happens to come down the pipeline and stuff and you're close by, then, you know, we may give you a shot. We may not. But we haven't lost anything. You know, the carrier hasn't. You know, they're making their money regardless. This thing is that you're losing. You know, they may lose a little bit, but they're still continuously making money. As for you, you know, if they say, no, there's nothing out there and stuff, then that's what it is. You may lose 2-3 days of revenue, but it's not stopping them. You know, it's not stopping them and stuff in their bottom line and stuff. You know, they had to make adjustments, but they're not giving you the ability to do the same thing and stuff. So, again, just don't put yourself in that position. And with that being said, this your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. If you want me to go more into detail about it and stuff, just feel free to hit me up. like I said, you know, if you do call me, let it be about the industry, and I'll help you out as much as possible. Hit me up on my Facebook page, which is Red Rooster, red like the color, rooster like the bird. And with that being said, again, it's your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.